Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our library event. Every month we try to bring something different for all of you to entertain you, and today is a beautiful story that we could learn something from. A library event with a difference, one that is emotional, a touching true life story, Wings of Courage. Please join me in welcoming Charu Malik, the author of the book. Charu has joined us virtually through Zoom as she has muscular dystrophy since the age of 20. And over the years, it has become so severe that she is now confined to her bed. Even with assisted breathing, her courage, strength, and positive attitude still enables her to communicate with the world. She feels blessed for being able to use her eyes. She feels blessed for being able to use her eyes and voice to help others. Please give her a big round of applause. We also have here with us Malik. He is the husband of the author Charu Malik since 1980. He is the pillar of strength in her difficult life journey for the past 45 years. Together, they face the world with a smile. Please give him a big round of applause. He's the caretaker and the caregiver, and he deserves it. We also have here with us Nanavati. She is the co-author of the book. She has been with Charu Malik's friend for almost 60 years.
Oh my God.
She and Charu have spent over 5 years in writing this book to bring it here for all of us, a lesson to be learned. So please give a big round of applause to Charu Malik, Malik and Nanavati. Thank you. JP.
I'd like Anju to give us introduction and the journey that she has had with Charu, and also then have a slight interaction with Charu, who's actually in Delhi. So Anju, would you like to take this forward?
Hello friends, thank you for making the effort to come here and giving us your time. You know, as Alka mentioned, I have known Charu for almost 60 years. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. And it is in the last 5 years that we have been writing this book that we realized the only precious gift we could give to each other was time. It is the only currency with which we bought memories, which nobody can take from you. So again, I thank all of you for making the effort, giving us your time, and being here for us. Thank you. Now, what I'm first going to request all of you is to visualize, all right? Because I want you to understand Charu. I want you to visualize that only for 10 minutes of your day, you're lying in bed, all right? You cannot move your head, you cannot move any part of your body except your eyes, and even your head doesn't swing. You can speak only with a meek voice, as some of you have already seen. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, the doorbell's ringing, ringing, the phone's blaring, everyone's got somewhere to go. Suppose you cannot. Charu has been like that for years and years. Yes. You remember when COVID happened, the lockdown, we were all depressed. We couldn't go out. And there were restrictions and we had to wear a mask if we wanted to. Charu has been under lockdown in her four walls of our house since the past 14 years. Yes. And she has to wear a mask 24/7. Otherwise she can't breathe. The only outing that she has had in these 14 years has been either hospital visits. Of course, she was very, very lucky when we had our Delhi launch and she got an outing. But how did she come? In her chariot, which is the ambulance. The only scenery that she sees is the ceiling of the ambulance. Friends, sounds a little depressing, isn't it?
Yes.
It does, doesn't it? But you think I've come here to tell you a sad story? No. You think this brings Charu down? No way. This woman, she gets up in the morning every single day. He's proof to that. Okay, I'm breathing today. I'm alive today. What can I do to help somebody else? This is our Charu. Don't he deserves an applause. Don't you want to know where she gets her strength from? I certainly did. And I started asking her a lot of questions. I've driven him mad too. And her mother, who's sitting right here, 94 years old, she would tell Charu, whatever God does, he never makes a mistake. Everything happens for a good reason. Her husband, Charu's husband, Sunil, he has been a mother and a father to their child Alok. He has been her caregiver since 40 years. Seen her in pain, wanted to take away her pain, wanted to take her son's pain. But he's helpless, he can't. So what does he do? He gives her unconditional love and support through her journey. Charu and Sunil had a son, Alok, who lost his life at the tender age of 17. Yes, these are the stories this family has endured, but with a smile. They have pain all over, you can see it. But their eyes, you can see their pain, but they're always smiling, ready to help anybody who comes to them. That is why, my friends, this happened because we wanted the world to know, where do you get that strength from? When you're crushed physically, you're crushed emotionally, but still you're able to tap into that source. We all have a Charu in us. That's what we realized. That's what I realized. We all have a Charu in us. You have a Charu in you. We all have our little pains, but we complain. What does Charu do? She taps into her source of strength. My dear friends, that is what this is about. That is what Charu is about. That is what Sunil is about. Her powerhouse, who left her when he was only 17. But no more tears. Whom can I reach out? Whom can I help? Friends, that's why we're all here, to celebrate with her. It's not a sad journey. It's not at all a sorrowful story. We're all here to celebrate. Right, friends?
Awesome.
Powerful. Indeed, power-packed. And I'm going to hand this over now for Charu herself to talk to you. Charu? Charu,
Yeah,
can you start talking, sweetheart?
yeah. Okay, so thanks Arju for the grand introduction you've given. It's all you. And the main thing that I would like to share about my journey has been from the beginning that I held on to a poem called Footprints, which speaks of walking a lonely path, where the poet says that there are two sets of footprints, hers and God's. I have lived that truth, and I have felt God's presence with me all the time. My faith has carried me through where I could not even carry myself. But it wasn't the faith alone. It has always been family and friends. Many of you are even here today who gave me the strength when mine ran out. And my biggest strength has been my husband Sunil, who has stood by me with an unwavering love. He has never treated me like a handicapped person. And he probably is the only soul who is living my journey, giving me the strength and courage. He never lets me even stay untired. I mean, it's like, it's a very difficult life for him to watch this happening to me. My son has imbibed so much courage and strength in me, because if he at the young age of 12, when he felt sick, if he had so much strength and faith in God, then I have no right to complain. My dearest friend Anju, I really have no words to tell you what a soulmate you've been for me. But friends, Wings of Courage is not about just our lives. It's more about faith, acceptance, and gratitude, and finding purpose in pain. If this book touches even one heart, and if it reminds someone that they are never alone, then it has actually done what I really hoped it would. Thank you all, and may God bless you all. Thank you for coming and sharing this day with us.
Thank you so much, Charu. You actually make us better people, you inspire us, and you make our life a completely different reason for living. Thank you so much. I read your book over this weekend in 2 days, and trust me, no other book or no other incident has touched me as much as this book has. Wow. So you people must certainly take Charu's journey into your life and learn something from it. Sunil, who has been literally a pillar of rock for her, I think that's amazing.
Totally.
Amazing. And their young son, what can I say? I mean, the young boy probably had more maturity and more wisdom than probably all of us in this room. I am absolutely amazed.
Definitely.
So please do go into this book. I tell you, it will touch your heart like no other. It's available right now as we finish after this event. Please do make it a point. I'm now going to bring Sunil into this discussion and this presentation, and Sunil will speak and also share some images and slides with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Anjali has spoken so much about Charu, she's taken all the words from me. I don't even know what to say now. Because this is what I wanted to say, she said it already. I don't want to repeat it. I only want to say that this book which these two have written, Wings of Courage, is not a book. It is Charu's soul on paper. It is actually her soul on paper. You know, Charu as the... Can we go back a minute? Okay, let me first show you this, what it is. This is Charu and my son on the cover of the book Wings of Courage. Now Charu with her two sisters and mom and dad in her good old days. This is me with my brothers and sisters. Charu and me, we got married in 1980 against the wishes of our parents, against the wishes of the families. So we got married, we eloped, we got married in a Gurdwara, and that's where we got married, there you could see. Immediately after marriage, I took her to Lagos where my work was. This is in Lagos, we are with our friends, and that's Charu when 1 year after our marriage when we came back for a holiday. This is one of our very first trips to United States on a medical journey. When her problem was diagnosed in 1983, I took her to US. This is when our son was born. He was born in 1988. 1 year, this is his first birthday and bonding with his father. Sitting on mom's wheelchair with her, loving her. This is his second birthday and getting laurels in school, being one of the best students, and then he went to US. This is our 25th wedding anniversary. Yes. Here is, after Alok's passed on, we introduced a certificate and medal in the school. This is the last family dinner before Alok passed on. One of the functions where the entire family is enjoying. And this is our 25th wedding anniversary celebration where Alok is standing next to me opening the champagne. And Charu here sings a song. Actually, we have been singing this song to each other. जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते हैं, मैं तो मरकर भी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूं. There she is.
मैं तो मरकर मेरी जान तुम्हें चाहूंगी. जिंदगी में तो सभी प्यार किया करते कुर्बान तुझे चाहूँगा मैं तुम्हारी मेरी जान तुझे चाहूँगा जिंदगी में तुझसे प्यार किया अपनी जज्बात में नगमात रचाने मैंने धड़कन तेरी बसाया है तुझे मैं तस्वीर बीच जाएगा भला कैसे कर दूँ मैंने किस्मत की लकीरों से चुराया है तुझे प्यार का बनके निगहबान तुझे चाहूँगा मैं तुम्हारे कर्ज मेरी जान तुझे चाहूँगा जिंदगी में तुझे प्यार किया करते तेरी हर चाहत जलते ख्यालों में जब भी तू आए जगाता हुआ जादू आए तुझको छू लूं तो फिर जाने तमन्ना मुझको तेरे तक अपनी बदन से तेरी खुशबू आए
This is celebrating Alok's birthday. When he came to know that his kidneys have failed, so he wanted to go to Singapore to celebrate his birthday. We went and took him to Singapore, and this is his 11th birthday in Singapore. He was a very naughty child. You should see the way he is. He used to trouble her mom by kissing her, pulling her cheeks. You will probably see it there.
बार दिन ये आए बार बार दिल ये गाए बार बार दिन ये आए बार बार दिल ये गाए तू जिए हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू
This is his last birthday with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as I said, Anjali, JP both have said everything about Charu. A few words. Charu's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Actually, not many people know here. Charu was diagnosed with muscular problem when she was just 21 years of age. We got married when she was 19. And I was told by one very renowned neurologist in India, Mumbai, Dr. Singhal, that I should take her to UK, where we could get a better diagnosis from a doctor called Sir John Walton. He's the authority on muscular diseases. He's no more now. And when I took her there, the doctor said, I need to conduct some tests. So I said, sure doctor, go ahead. So they took her to the surgery. I was waiting outside. After about 45 minutes, doctor came out. His words still echo in my ears. He said, I have a bad news. Your wife has a problem which is incurable, progressive and crippling. These are the three words used, and I didn't know what to do at that time. So her journey has been very, very difficult. She's faced tough times that would have knocked most of us down flat on earth, but she dusted herself off and came out even stronger every time she went through pain. That is Charu. Trust me, I live with her, I know exactly how strong she is. I always say, Charu, you have fallen upwards. You have used a fall to rise up and become a lighthouse for others. And that's what Charu is. We all know life is not a smooth ride. It comes with its own share of pitfalls and detours. But Charu has learned the art of turning every bump in the road into a stepping stone. She's taken pain and turned it into purpose. She's taken problems and turned them into perspective. And this, ladies and gentlemen, you don't learn at any academic institute or university. You need to seek the knowledge from the spiritual disruptors. And she is a seeker all the time. I'll be honest, as a husband, I have had the front row seat to this incredible transformation. And while I might not always have known what to say or do, I know one thing for sure. If anyone could turn struggle into strength, pain into progress, and problems into perspective, it is Charu. And her story is a beacon of inspiration for others who may be navigating their own problems. Through her example, Charu has shown us that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to find the strength in oneself, to overcome obstacles and emerge even stronger. And tonight I am just so proud, not just of the book, but of the incredible woman behind it. Charu, thank you for being who you are, for your courage, your beautiful heart, and for choosing me to be your husband. Thank you all for being here. Sum it up with the one little saying. Let's say, when a man truly loves a woman, she becomes his weakness. And when a woman truly loves a man, he becomes her strength. And this is called exchange of power. And in our case, Charu is my weakness and I am her strength. And this exchange of power, ladies and gentlemen, has brought us with 45 years of togetherness.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I think we've all clocked up listening to Sunil. It's something which touches us so deeply, it almost becomes personal. And listening to Sunil, it just takes me back into the reading of this book. And I made a few points, even as I was reading, and I said I must share it with you. And probably now when we go into this small session where please share with Sunil and with Anjali and of course Charu your own personal journeys in brief. But I will just read out some of the points I actually made. What is this book about? And I thought very deeply to myself, and this book is actually about love. Unconditional love. I mean, to see this relationship between Charu, Sunil and Alok is immensely gratifying, immensely inspiring. And that can happen only with the purest form of love. This is the love of a husband for his wife, a father for his child, a love of a wife for her husband, a mother for her son, the love of a child for his parents and for his friends, and above all, the love and for and of God. In this entire book, this feeling of faith, and of course there was this strong relationship with Sai Baba, and it actually sort of turns you into something which is so strong and so deep to know that there is a relationship that straddles all these relationships between a husband, a wife, a son and God. And please do, as I suggest, go into this. This book is aptly titled Wings of Courage. For Charu, the author and protagonist, I have only one word, fortitude, which means courage in pain and adversity. This is truly the sign of a person and an individual and a woman who has actually come out stronger through all of this. And for Sunil, I have just one word, just a phrase, grace under pressure. I mean, this man, I can sense that there is something within him which weakens him and makes him stronger. It's an absolute anomaly in terms of what is actually happening within his soul and his heart. And it can only be grace under pressure. What does a patient need as part of this ecosystem? The main caregiver, in this case Sunil, of course, the family, friends, and of course the medical practitioners and doctors. Kapil Dev has said in his tribute that Charu's journey has been one of pain, resilience and acceptance, always with a smile. The question is, how many of you have been through such difficult times or when something unfortunate has happened to you so unexpectedly? And this question you will always ask when it has happened is, why me? Why do we always ask this question, why me, in troubled times? Do we ever ask when good things happen? If you win a lottery or you do better than expected, do you ever ask, why me? And I think that is the reality of this book and this situation. Acceptance is key. First comes denial, then anger, then bargaining, then depression, and finally acceptance. And when you look at the 7 steps of acceptance, one will realize how it can make you a stronger person. Firstly, engage in mindfulness. Be mindful about what you are in, what your situation is about, and be aware of it. The second is acknowledge your feelings, not just for yourself but for others around you. As Charu did with Sunil and Alok and everyone around her. She just didn't feel it was about her. It was about the people around her. And that is immense. Be kind to yourself. Don't be critical about yourself or your condition. You don't need pity or sympathy, you need empathy. The ability for others to share in and understand your condition. Let go of resistance and judgment. Don't fight your condition and don't compare with those who are not in your situation. Seek support. You are not alone. You have an entire ecosystem around you. Practice patience and above all, celebrate every moment and celebrate your progress. As Sai Baba says, life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a game, play it. And above all, life is love, enjoy it. And I would like to have you people talk to Sunil, talk to Anjali, and of course through them talk to Charu about anything that this little session has actually brought into your hearts. So anyone in this audience who wants to talk, please feel free to raise your hand and we'll send the mic around.
हाँ जी, ये सुनाई थी।
मैं हिंदी में बात को बोलूँगी। My little grandson died from an accident. उसकी बर्थडे के दिन माँ खाना बना रही थी। उसने कहा बाय मम्मी, मैं आ रहा हूँ अभी, और गया वो फोटोग्राफी के लिए, और घाट्स पे उसकी एक्सीडेंट हो गया और डेथ हो गई। आज तक पता नहीं चला कि वो कैसे, कहाँ, कैसे एक्सीडेंट हुआ, क्योंकि उसके साथ कोई नहीं था। बोल के गया था कि मम्मी मैं 4-5 फ्रेंड्स के साथ जा रहा हूँ, लेकिन वो अकेले गया। और उसने हमें इन्फॉर्म भी नहीं किया। बोले माँ को मैं ही सिर्फ बताऊंगी, मैं उसके कपड़े भी माँ फोल्ड करेंगी, कोई हाथ मत लगाओ। और हमारे को मैसेज आया, माँ दीदी इज नो मोर। आपका सुन के ऐसा लगता है कि कम, और वो लड़की आज तक पेन में है। बोले माँ मेरे साथ क्यों ऐसा हुआ, मैंने क्या किया था ऐसा कि जो मैं क्या बोलूं। तो ये मेरी स्टोरी है। मुझे आपका सुन के बहुत ज़्यादा बुरा लग रहा है कि आपने कैसा फील किया अगर आप ऐसी हालत में। ओके, थैंक यू।
मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ आपकी बात सुन के, पर we are God's chosen ones, because God knew we could bear the pain, and our children are in much better places than we are at present. तो आप बुक पढ़िए, भगवान सबका, God looks after each one of us and will take care of your child also. Thank you.
Oh, hi, this is Arun here. Yeah, Arun.
Bablu, I said.
Yeah, I've had a very special relationship with Charu. I left in 1993 for Lagos, and it was my sister and brother-in-law who took me there. And I got to know when I reached there that they were very good friends of theirs by the name of Sunil and Charu, who had already left from there. And after that I got to know about Charu's health. And of course, when you hear of somebody like that, you do feel bad for the person, you know, you have sympathy and stuff like that. But I never got a chance to meet Charu and speak to her about her condition. And then I heard over and above that Alok is not well. And then eventually he passed away. So that was even more sort of troubling. And I happened to be down in India for a trip, and I was going to Delhi. And I said, I must go and meet Charu, you know, and give her the assurance and the strength that it's still good with her. And I went to a house, and we both were there, we were just two of us. And I mean, I have never been more amazed in my life that instead of giving her sympathy, she was assuring me how good God is in her life and how grateful she is to having Sunil with her and having Alok for 17 years in her life. So she was not looking at it in a way where she was sad about the situation, but she was appreciating and there was gratitude in her. I realized that day that this gratitude can only come through faith, which she has. And Charu, truly, you have taught us so much. I think each and everyone sitting in this room has so much to be grateful for after seeing the way you face your life. God bless you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Mumbai.
And I would just like to say that the world is so full of sorrowful incidents and life, but bringing out your life story and the courage that you have really touches the heart. I mean, you really require salute to all the courage and all the positive thinking that you had in your life, and you're still giving it to people. Really, my heart felt whatever salute to you and appreciation.
Charu, recently I've been thinking that, good Lord, I'm going through so much in my life. What the hell is happening? Lots of things are going wrong. My God, I don't think after today I'm going to be thinking like this. Thank you so much. I'm full of gratitude that, I mean, even I don't know you, but feeling you, experiencing you, I don't have more words, but thank you. You really have touched my life at least. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You know, she tells me that even if she could touch one life,
That's
she
why I
attained
said
her purpose. And there
yes,
you are.
you have, you really have.
That's right, yes.
Because, I mean, a child, I don't know what's bigger. As a mom, I had 3 children and one special one out of the 3. And I just pray for her to be alive. So, I don't know, I just can't imagine what kind of strength, courage, faith. Amazing. God bless you.
Thank you. It's faith and it's acceptance. You know, they say you must detach yourself. Now detachment, many of us take the meaning of detachment very wrong. We feel detachment means go away, live in the mountains, stop earning, stop enjoying yourself. Detachment does not mean that. Detachment is you enjoy your life, you do everything you are doing, but start accepting things with grace. When you start accepting things with grace, life becomes much easier. This I am telling you from my practical experience.
I think we can all see that today.
Yes, because otherwise the kind of problems she has, we having lost a son, many people would not have been able to live also. But we are living very happily because we decided between the two of us that we will accept God's will. And we will accept it very gracefully. And
But
that's
Sunil, saying it is easier. I mean, we all say it is God's will, we live with that. We really do. I know I do. But when it comes to living it, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm speaking for myself. I fail. I fail. There are days when I'm like so angry and so upset and so not accepting.
You know, I fully agree with you. Saying is easier than doing it. And we made a very conscious effort in doing it. Like they say, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. So, we suffering, we not that we not suffering, we suffer, we cry, we do, but we don't do it in public. We put up a very brave face. And then we know that at the back of our mind we have problems, but then we decided, said, look, either we go kill ourselves. Somebody came to me when my son passed away. I was very miserable, very miserable. And I was not miserable, I was making life miserable for everybody around me. So this gentleman came to me and he said, you have no right to do that. You can be miserable, you can't make life miserable for others. So he said, if you have the guts, go kill yourself and be with your son. If you don't have the guts, you know he is never going to come back. No way, no matter what you do, he is not going to come back. Live your life. If you can't kill yourself, you can't go and meet him there, then live your life, be normal. And you know, that thing went into my brains. I said, yes, he is so very right. That I have no right to disturb others' life because I am disturbed. So I made a very conscious effort. I told Charu also, I said, Charu, we will live a life. So then it's not that we don't have pain or we didn't have pain at that time. Pain is there, pain will always be there. But we have to live the life because we are in this world to live the life. And that's what we are doing. Otherwise, and believe you me, I did tell you one thing. When this doctor came out of the surgery and he told me that these three words, incurable, progressive and crippling, he also said one thing. He said, Sunil, she will be totally bedridden in the next 10 years and her lifespan would not be more than 15 years. And this was in 1982. So 82 lifespan, he said, will not be more than 15 years with this kind of a problem. And with God's grace, we have spent 45 years together. And we are still counting. We are still counting. Thank you.
We all need husbands like you. Really?
And all the husbands get wives like Charu. What would you feel if you lose your son? There you are. There you are. But this is what I said. We vow to each other that we will not. We will have pain, we will keep our pains to ourselves, but we will live. It was very difficult. I can't say it's even difficult today. I mean, I get emotional thinking about it. But probably if you guys didn't know that Charu has this problem or we have lost our son, if I walked into this hall, you wouldn't even know that I have a problem.
No, absolutely.
There you are.
Even if it
So
was
you have to make a conscious effort.
in their house,
But it's so tough.
It is very tough. It is very tough. Yes. It is very tough.
Do you get bad moments?
I do. But I lock myself in the room.
And she,
You know, she gets them, but she doesn't express it because she feels that she is, as it is giving, she feels she is giving problem to others because of her condition. She doesn't want that. She lives a perfect life, I would say.
yes.
You know, if I tell you her daily routine, sometimes when I come in the evening, I have 4 helps in the house, live-in helps, who help her. When I come in the evening, I see her lying on the bed and one of the girls sitting on the chair next to her with Charu's phone in her hand. And Charu's playing Candy Crush. Okay, now press that button, press this, ऊपर से नीचे, नीचे से ऊपर. You know how many people can do that? She has made her life very meaningful. Believe you me. Today in the household we are 3 people. Charu, my brother who's lost his wife, who was Charu's soulmate, and myself. We're just 3 of us now. And she runs the whole house on her own. Right from buying the groceries to everyday vegetables, Amazon, whatever, Blinkits and all that. And how does she do that? Can everybody think about it? How does she do that? Again, the maid is sitting next to her. Now she says, press onions. Onion, how will she press? O. Where is O? 5 के नीचे वाला दबाओ. 3 के ऊपर वाला दबाओ. इधर से left जाओ, उधर से right जाओ. So, this is how she is living her life.
And she'll be looking for the cheapest bargains also.
If I tell you that, Meena is saying it, she's looking for cheapest bargains, she would not buy. She would put it in the basket and go into the next site. That maybe this is a little cheaper there. And I tell her, I said, what is wrong with you? You're saving 10 rupees and the kind of energy you are using in this, save it. She says, no, I will buy it wherever it is cheaper.
She saves the money to donate.
And then we formed a trust. It's called Angelic Light of Kindness, which is ALOK, alone. And she is helping so many people. It is amazing. She made me go to 2 different hospitals, big hospitals. One is called All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi. The other one is Sargangaram Hospital in Delhi. These are 2 very big hospitals. She made me go to those hospitals. Our son went away because of kidney failure. So she said, you have to go to the kidney department of these 2 hospitals. Meet the head of the departments there and tell them that anybody who comes for treatment, and if they can't afford it, do the treatment, don't wait, send the bill to us. We will pay. And she has been doing it. She's been helping an orphanage where there are 103 children, small. And she keeps thinking, the person who's running the orphanage, she'll call her and say, why don't you do one thing, this next Sunday, take all 103 kids for a picnic. Ask them what they want to eat. Not what I want to give them. Ask them what they want to eat. Buy that and give it to them. So this is what she is doing. Make your life meaningful. You will live your life beautifully.
I just want to say one thing, that in this book, we have only skimmed the surface of their problems. It is, like Sunil said, these little things you don't realize until you don't see it firsthand. I could see her mom tearing up. I mean, you've seen this, seeing Sunil break down. I mean, we have seen that pain in their eyes, but they're always smiling, ready to help. God bless this couple.
Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. There's always music to inspire the soul, satisfy our problems, and soothe us. And today we will pay a very brief musical tribute. We have with us Bantu Rajiv Kapoor. He's a member of the club, and of course Alka, who has organized this event. They will just have a brief musical session, and that is just to lift our souls to where Charu would want it to be. So thank you, Charu. This is especially for you. And we hope and pray that you constantly stay with us and strive and give us this inspiration always. I think we are all very, very blessed to have had you and this session amongst this group of people. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here with us. Once this is over, there is, Sunil has been very kind to have organized a high tea for us. Please feel free to partake of that. Bantu and Alka.
And please buy the book.
I need more.
Communicates with her. So this is from Alok to you, through me. To do as I feel.
जीवन है इस जीवन का, ये जीवन है इस जीवन का, यही है यही है यही है रंग रूप, थोड़े गम है थोड़ी खुशियाँ, थोड़े गम है थोड़ी खुशियाँ, यही है यही है यही है चाहो ये जीवन है। ये न सोचो इसमें अपनी हार है कि जीत है, ये न सोचो इसमें अपनी हार है कि जीत है, उसे अपना लो जो भी जीवन की रीत है, ये जिद छोड़ो ना तोड़ो, हर पल एक दर्पण है, ये जीवन है इस जीवन का, यही है यही है यही है चाहो ये जीवन है। Thank you. ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा, ये चंचल हवा, ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा, ये चंचल हवा, कहाँ दो दिलों ने कि मिलकर कभी हम न होंगे जुदा, ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा, चंचल हवा। वाह, ये क्या बात है यार की चांदनी में, ये क्या बात है यार ये बहती निगाहें लुभाने लगा जिंदगी का मजा, ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा, ये चंचल हवा, कहाँ दो दिलों में के मिलकर कभी हम न होंगे जुदा, ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा, ये चंचल हवा।